Thank you very much. I wanted to thank Lucasfilm for this magnificent space. I've never been here before. I had an opportunity to look at a few minutes of the film, and I will never see a better screening of my own film, and neither will you, than in this room. And we're very excited about that. I'm also very grateful to the Documentary Institute and to San Francisco State University and KQED, who've made the last 3 days of my life some of the most memorable. I also wanted to thank Thomas Sanchez, the extraordinary novelist, for the kind words that he wrote in the program about this film. I hope that the work that we've done, that Lynn and I have made, can live up in some small way to the extraordinary praise that he bestowed on us. And perhaps the difference between what this film really is and the level of the commentary that he gave is that indescribable something we look for in our own lives, and a kind of wish for ourselves. So I wish for my work, present and future, to live up to the kind of high standards of Thomas's kind words to us. I also wanted to thank Tom Luddy, who is an old and dear friend who runs the Telluride Film Festival and seems to know everyone on the planet, and always makes sure that I meet the right person or that my film gets into the right hands. And I don't think I would be standing before you for a number of reasons without Tom Luddy in my life, and I'm extremely grateful for that. This film is 7 parts and 14.5 hours in length. We are showing tonight, reluctantly, just the first episode. I say reluctantly because we'd love you to experience the whole thing, and as I joked last night, I've asked the ushers to shut the door and you'll be out at about 10:30 tomorrow morning. There's nothing to say. This is the introduction to our film, the table setting necessary to understand what it's about. Steve referred to our film on the Civil War, which we released 17 years ago in the midst of a war fever attending the first Gulf War, and this film seemed to have mitigated somewhat that enthusiasm, we're happy to say. But we're also reminded in that first film of the opening quote by Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr. He said, "We have shared the incommunicable experience of war. We still feel the passion of life at its top. In our youths, our hearts were touched with fire." I think, as Steve suggested in his remarks, almost all of our experience of war now, current and even recent, even the Second World War, is mediated by so much distraction. In the case of the Second World War, by the notion that it is a good war, by the celebrity generals and field marshals, presidents and prime ministers and Führer that distract us from what actually happened, from the strategies, tactics, and obsession with weaponry that get into the way of actually experiencing what a war was like. And what we try to do in this film is turn that around and try to strip away so much of what's calcified about the Second World War and try to see it anew, to turn it upside down and look at it from a different perspective. You won't find any experts in this film. Our idea was to try to find ordinary people and understand and interweave and interbraid their stories of their experience of combat. And you'll see how we've done it in just a few moments. But I have to tell you that the only thing that we really learned among the most important thing that we learned among thousands and thousands of things that we learned was that, in fact, in extraordinary times, there are no ordinary lives. And that has been the real gift to us as filmmakers, and we hope that in some ways we've been able to communicate that to you. I look forward, when this is over, to having a question and answer period with you to answer your questions about looking ahead to the rest of the film and whatever you'd like to talk about. Thank you all for your attention, for braving what I hear was outrageous traffic out there, and I look forward to your response to the film. Thank you very much.